Uh, a very great evening to everyone once again. I'd like to welcome everyone tonight to yet another life transforming session on our weekly online personal development seminar called CareerWise on the stable of the AEMP, AEMP being the African Economic Mandate Project. Tonight we shall be exploring a very critical topic with a caption, Managing Your Managers. Managing Your Managers. Once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us. I'm trusting God today that today's session shall be eye-opening and enlightening, and it will never leave anyone here the same. Once again, you're welcome. Tonight, again, we're talking and exploring the topic, managing your managers. Once again, you're most welcome. So by way of introduction, let me say historically, the workplace is all about people assigned to work together to accomplish the larger organizational goals centered around productivity and profitability. Now, in the workplace, we'll have superiors, we'll have colleagues, we'll have subordinates. These are people reporting to us. And so the workplace is designed to create an intra and an interdepartmental relationship and a reporting structure. The one that mostly impacts many employers, is the relationship between direct managers, or what we call bosses, and the employee. This is the most impactful, experience most employees, typically encounter, and that's what we're exploring that fundamentally tonight. Statistics have shown that over 80% of employee turnover, that is, people leaving the organization, is a result of bad managers, followed closely by a toxic environment or a disagreeable environment. Now, let me emphasize here tonight that workplace is all about people. It is people that make places. And that's why culture is one of the critical factors for organizational success. When you get the people, dimension part of your business right, then your business is set for next level. So we'll explain again what are the ways, what are the principles, what are the wisdom you and I can adopt to better and effectively manage our managers. Number one, it's understand your job, competency. In understanding your job, one of the fundamental things that happens is that when you know your job, when you understand what your role is, and you're competent in, on your job, you gain respect. It's one indirect way of managing your manager. They know you know your onions. So it is important that you must recognize that first and foremost, you must understand your job, get it right, understand what your job entails, and do it right. Number two, you must be a problem solver, not a problem creator. You must be a problem solver and not a problem creator. Now, businesses exist to solve problems. So you are employer fundamentally, among other things, to create solutions, not to create problems for the business. So when the manager sees you as someone who is always out there to provide solutions, then of course you gain, a measure of respect. And that indirectly, you are managing your manager because he now knows that, hey, this person is out here to offer solution and not a problem creator. So number two is be a problem solver. Number three, always deliver, and consistently so. When you always deliver on assigned tasks, I can guarantee you have effectively managed your manager because respect will come your way. And then when it's time for someone to be nominated for something, for an assignment somewhere or promotion, you are sure to always be on the list, on the A list. Number four, get early to work. A number of us get so late to work, and sometimes the manager feels irritated about you, and generally anything else you do, that just takes the shine off it. So get early to work. There's an abundant opportunity when you get early to work. You are able to prepare your way for a most effective day, for a most impactful day. So get early to work is one effective way to manage your managers. Number five, take notes during meetings and conversations. So a number of us, approach managers, and then, halfway through between when he's told you something and when you go back in your seat, you've forgotten half of what the assignment or the task at hand is. So wisdom demands that you take notes. You go out there with your journal in your hand, and then as he's talking, he's giving you instruction on what to do, just take your notes. And once you do that, number six thing you do, you clarify the assignment and task. Oh, sir, did you just say I should do this? Did you just say I should do that? Now, that way they take it a lot more serious. I can guarantee you, among the pack of people working directly with him, you will be in a different place. Number seven, provide timely feedback. A number of us are running an assignment out there, they're giving you a task, and you just keep mum. Nobody knows exactly where the status is, where you are at on the assignment, and your manager is worried, is wondering, And don't forget, the managers also have managers. So someone is expecting him to deliver and is expecting him to provide feedback, and you are the one working on that stuff, and you're not providing the right feedback, timely feedback, then you're wondering what exactly is the issue. Why is he feeling, why is he feeling enraged towards you? Why is he not, why is he being impatient with you? More often than not, it's because you're not providing timely feedback. You're on assignment, make sure get back to your seat, do an email, and then just pop that email to him or provide the feedback to him. Oh, I'm working on this, I'm working on that, and where we are at, and I provide to you when we are done. That gives you, a sense of responsibility, and then he will accord you the respect in that regard. Number 8, don't blame others, but always hold yourself accountable. So when you are assigned to a task, take accountability. Blaming is one way for people to tell you for the manager to see you as someone who is not responsible enough. So you must take accountability and avoid blaming others for an assignment that perhaps is not they fall short of delivery or of timeline as already agreed. Go out there, take accountability, be accountable for it, and then provide what next you're going to be doing to make sure that thing that never occurs again. But in the workplace, we have what we call micromanagers. These are people who are, if you like, they just want to get the job done, and they are on your neck. They won't allow you to breathe. They are, telling you and checking on you every minute. They're asking you, there's no breathing space, as it were, because they're micromanagers. So someone say, oh, this is that. In fact, my workplace is so. Each time I'm going to my workplace, I feel, a heartbeat. I feel so tensed up. I'm not quite sure. I'm not enjoying my job because this manager is something else. Maybe that is what you are working with a micromanager. So what do? Number 1, stay calm when everything around you is in the state of chaos. When there's shouting, when there is noise all over the place, just keep your calm. That's what I'm wanting to do. Keep calm. There's no time to raise your voice or to respond. Just keep calm. Number 2, don't take things too personal. A number of things that most people say, sometimes they say things that may infringe on your personal fundamental human rights in the workplace, or that may cross the ethics line. Don't take anything too personal. Recognize that sometimes these people are under pressure, and sometimes this is the only way they can, release the pressure. I'm not saying it's right, but